Hi, parents of Virgo children. Welcome to Parental Guidance for the month of June. A lot of these messages have been for adults. Some of them can be applied to children, but I feel, especially in this retrograde season, a lot of the messages are the things that are hidden underneath. So it's like, in order for children to have better outcomes, we got to deal with the underlying things that the adults need to work on, parents, or it's these messages are more aligning with the other side that isn't usually addressed when something is in retrograde. So it's like, normally the focus is on children. This could be almost like an eclipse or something, where the things that aren't focused on are now getting the spotlight. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to take a moment to see what pictures and visions come to mind, and then we'll go into your reading. Okay. Wow. I'm getting a very peaceful vibe for Virgos, whether this is parents of Virgo children or adult Virgos, but for whoever this energy is for, it's very peaceful. I got the feeling of at first it was like a tree, and then there was I felt like an elevator. And then it was okay, someone, I saw clouds on the right side, and it was almost like somebody was ascending, almost like climbing up a beanstalk. So the thought of elevation came to mind. And it just seems like it feels easy. It feels good. It feels like your heart is happy and whole, and there's a sense of accomplishment and, job well done. Like, you're satisfied. I'm feeling those things. So sorry, give me 1 second. All right. Can you see it? Here. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to change it. My focus is on Virgo sun, so let me fix this. There we go. Trying to change it, so you can see it a little better. Okay. Virgo. Thank you. Ha. Okay. So I feel like whatever you're experiencing this month is going to be something that you're accomplishing. So elevating. Now, this again, this is for Virgo suns, moons, ascendants, Mars, Venuses. If you have any planets in Virgo, this will apply as well. Yeah, so Virgo is the perfectionist. They're hardworking, detail-oriented, reliable, sometimes critical. They're the ruler of the 6th house. But if you have any planets in Virgo, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I was I would need to see it right now off the top of my head to know how specifically, what's the proper way to say that. But anyway, let's get into your reading. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So we got Angel of Love. For that, let me deal with these. You got coming out of hostilities. So something is ending. I think you have the thinking man, so there's some kind of planning happening, which is a Virgo thing to do. Virgos are in their heads, they're very analytical. It's like you could be both of these people. You have the woman with the coin where you were stacking your chips, so you're being very methodical about how you're going to advance. Now it's funny because you have the door to personal healing and happiness in reverse, and you also have the temple path. So there is definitely some kind of block within you, something that you're not seeing that's keeping you from moving forward, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you need to let love in. We shall see. Yeah, you're coming out of anxiety. There was a situation that occurred. I don't know if temple path and the healing and happiness, if that's present or past. It feels like you're coming out of something, you're becoming more resourceful, but still something is blocked. Yeah, so you got the door to value. Something is opening. What is the reason for this temple being in reverse and this door to happiness being in reverse? Please tell me a little bit more about this temple path, what's causing this temple path in reverse, along with this door to healing and happiness in reverse. Maybe that will give us a little bit more information as to if this is present energy or past. Okay, so not being able to speak your truth, I feel like this is past. Yeah, yep. You're coming out of financial constraints. It is the past. I'm feeling very much that is the past. So there was a situation that came up in the past where you, and it makes sense that you got the door to stuff in reverse and then you got a door that is opening. I feel your value, value is upright, but I feel like you didn't value yourself. You could have had a bout of analysis paralysis, but you didn't speak up. There were certain things in your life that you were not speaking up against, and you wanted to do something. You wanted to take that action. You wanted to take that step, but you were afraid. And so you were afraid to leave the garden and the gate and go on this temple path. And because you didn't do anything, that door was closed. I feel as though the angel of love, something changed. Whether it's the angel of love prompted this, or you got a clue. But I really feel like it was a divine thing urging you and pushing you to do something. And it pushed you to think. It pushed you to kind of like get out of your own head per se, but get whatever was blocking you. It helped you to kind of get out of that. And you became this very ingenious woman with ideas. Hostility, like people that you were having issues with, you cut them off. And you let go of that anxiety. And because of this transformation here, whatever concerns about money that you were having, those are being undone. And the door to value. So it's almost like, what's the precursor? You have, can y'all see that? Not too much. You have the idea that you're worth more, you have value, you love yourself. And it's like it starts this chain reaction where you're letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And that's very possible. We have Venus, and Venus does rule Virgo, but now it's in Gemini. And that's, so you have certain things that are being undone in your area of relationships, how you value yourself, what has value to you. And so you, with it being reversed in Gemini, either there may have been some things that you just can't speak up about, or things that have not been communicated, things that you once weren't saying, you're now finally bringing those to the forefront. You may express yourself through the media, through video, through writing, some kind of creative outlet to just express. You may be writing stuff down in a journal. You may be writing letters to someone or communicating with someone through text. So that it's like there's an aspect of communication that is being used to express yourself, or that area is of difficulty for you to express yourself. And it feels like that was the case in the past, but you are coming out of it, especially as we draw towards the end of the month, where Venus goes direct and comes out of retrograde in Gemini. Any other messages that you want to share? It feels very vague. What caused, please, Virgo to shut down? Please, can you tell us what caused Virgo to shut down? What caused Virgo to shut down? I really feel, I want to do the outcome first. So what is the outcome of all of this? And then I will go to a shutdown. So please share with me the outcome, please. You have happy family in reverse. I think either you were doing things to make yourself happy instead of doing for other people. And that has been the cause. Your focus was on doing what, not speaking up to those around you who are pulling on you and pulling on your energy. And You're not following your own path. That makes sense. You wanted to do something else. You wanted to do things differently. For some of you, you may have been listening to other people, or like your voice was not heard, and it's like you didn't feel like you could say something. So you just sat and you're like, I don't know what I should be doing. Like, I know I want to go on this path. I know I want to, you know, I want to be healed. I want to go on this path of healing and personal happiness. But I feel conflicted. If I do this, then I know I'm going to leave people behind. And it's like this nudging of the angel of love is telling you, you can't love others, you can't do for others until you do for yourself. And that's when the wheels start turning. You start letting go. It's like, oh well, whoever's not going to be happy, they're just not going to be happy. Whatever. But you're not worrying about that anymore. You're like, oh well, you know, I'm not worrying about this. If they're upset, they're just upset. I'm not worrying about it anymore. And when you took your focus off of other people, which can be hard for you at times, when you let that go, when you decide to stop investing so much in the needs of other people and reinvest in yourself, when you reinvest in your value, that's when that door can open. And then it's like the thinking man could come after the door of value, but you started, it's almost like you started doing things differently. You started putting yourself first. And you started getting on, I see you getting on top of your money. I see you being like, thinking of ingenious ideas, how you can make stuff happen, how you can make money, and it's strategic ways to make money, and it's going to work because you have financial constraints in reverse. This is going to be, if it doesn't manifest in June, you will see it like a ripple effect in the months to come. But you're happy. That's what's the most important. You are happy. Any other final messages? Thank you so much for this beautiful message. Any other messages you would like for this person to know? Anything about the past? Any clarifying cards? Anything more about the outcome? Thank you so much, Holy Spirit, for grace, wisdom, and light, and love. Thank you so much for light and love. Thank you for bringing good things into our lives as we are receptive and open. Thank you for happiness, joy, and bliss. Thank you for your peace and that our power is in you and not in our own abilities. You are our source. Any other messages? Sacral. I feel like you are reconnecting with yourself. There's a sense of sensuality but it's like a connectedness to your whole self. I really want to know what happened in the past, though. Please tell me, can you give me some more information about what happened in the past to cause them to, yeah, you just weren't, that makes sense. You weren't rested, you weren't rejuvenated. A lot of your energy went on other people, stress, overwhelm, doing all the stuff out there, when really that's the energy should have been coming on the inside. Thank you. Like, shut up. Here's your card. You already said it, but you're fine. Okay, so I want to take a look at let's take a look at the temple path and the door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. I want to look at this one, the happy family in reverse, the second chakra. I also want to take a look at the thinking man. We'll just do these three up here. Those three up here. The angel of love. We'll take a look at the thinking man and the woman holding the coin, and then we'll do these two down here. Happy family and the chakra. So let's put a 12 in reverse, please. And thanks for watching. Yeah, you've fallen off your path because you were so focused on everybody else. You got paralyzed, analysis paralysis, and you just fell off your path. Whatever's distracting you, receiving this card is a firm message that it's time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. That's awesome. Not doing so represents an important loss of power and why you're just sitting there stagnant. So clear your mind, meditate, and open up for the presence of spirit. And then this door is closed off. Whatever else you may have going on, consider this an important part of your personal and tactical plans. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. You have the angel of love. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn on the light. So it's within your power to do the right thing. Okay, that was awesome. Let's go to 34. You may be feeling stuck wherever your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard for you to achieve right now. See, she's feeling stuck. Specific plans of personal change may be being blocked. Remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it, which you will, and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and changes you desire, and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination, and that's what we see here. Let's go to the angel of love, 49. She comes holding a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibration, bringing you compassion and affection. The tenderness, it must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. So it's like, at the end of the day, the reason why you were stuck is because your energy, you were misdirected. You were focusing all your attention and your focus on everybody outside of you, instead of putting that in you. Like, okay, what do you need? What are your boundaries? What, work realizing your limitations and operating from that. And it's so easy to do, especially because we're conditioned from a young age to do things for others that we don't want to do. You know, like we're telling our kids, okay, say hi. Oh, I don't want to say hi. You know, so it's like we're used to like, oh, okay, well, I guess, you know, we really don't feel like doing stuff, but it's a balance. It's like, yeah, we know it's the right thing to do, but we have to be careful with that we're not doing too much for other people and not saying no in the times and instances where we really know that we need to. Okay. Door to value, I want to touch on that. Then we'll go to the thinking man and woman. I love this deck. This card shows an open a door with gold coins. Money, coins, and jewelry fly towards you through an open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansion where work and money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working towards for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remaining conscious and creative. Remain conscious and creative, and get ready to step through the door. Okay. Thinking man and woman, thanks for your patience. I just want to read these for clarity. The thinking woman came, or the woman holding the coin came up first. Let's see. When this card comes up in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly to a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. I don't see this as somebody who was supporting you. I see this as you. Virgo is a feminine sign, so it's not so much a man or a woman, but this is you. You have the thinking man. Wisdom and understanding. He's in an archway, standing, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is thoughtful, reflective, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life right now or who will arrive soon. This person may educate you. It could be a love interest coming your way. Let me see. This person may be here to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. Pay attention, for this could also lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. I think it could be someone else. I'm not going to discount that, whether it's somebody that you just watch on YouTube or somebody that graces your path professionally. But I also think that whether this knowledge comes from, it's coming from Holy Spirit. So whether it's coming from you or to you directly or indirectly through another person, you're going to get that information to make changes and especially to have some growth in the area of your finances. I want to go to happy family now in reverse. And we're going to look at that chakra. Yes, so the solution is, it says, when you have it in reverse, it indicates a separation or emotional distance from family members or close friends. This disconnect may be from your family of origin, such as your parents or sibling, or it may be something standing between you and your present family members, whether it be your children and your spouse. There could be some hostilities that need to be worked out, but because we have hostilities in reverse, we know that that's not the case. Or perhaps some fences that need to be mended. Communication and patience may be called for here, so let your intuition be your guide. Remember, real healing starts when you choose to become your own, loving parent, sibling, spouse, friend, or child. The lesson in every relationship is self-honoring, and sometimes the karma is just to let go. So let go of, you're letting go of that worry, you're letting go of that anxiety. And this is just telling you that self-love is what you need to focus on right now, just loving yourself. Finally, intimacy and creativity. So this is just saying that she is prompting inspired energy and greater comfort and intimacy. It's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others, nurturing yourself, can flow more freely. So you were urged to focus on self-care to undo this thing for real. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others, nurturing yourself, you can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affections and camaraderie that resonates of the resonant souls around you. Good message. Take care of yourself. All will be well. All is good. So I hope that speaks to you for whoever this is for, whether this is more of a teenager or an adult Virgo, or the parents of a Virgo child. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Likes, shares, and subscribes are always appreciated. And I'd like to know how this resonates with you. So thank you guys so much for sharing your thoughts below, and we will see you again next time.